All right, this is Sullen Beauty. I want to come on here and make this video in regards to a post that I made on Facebook just over 24 hours ago. So this post is regarding Joey Russell. This is about the Sider case. Joey is Elizabeth Sider's brother. Okay, firstly, I rarely use AI. I only use it to make thumbnails and stuff like that. So I asked the AI to combine those two pictures with Joey's post. The AI then condensed it. I uploaded it and didn't realize it had condensed the things that he said. So for everybody that's in the comment section saying I'm spreading false information, that is not true. This was a mistake. It was an accident, and there's no false information there. All it did was combine the text together. This is the original post with no edits, and I also put it in the comment section of those other posts from yesterday as soon as I realized what had happened. And to be perfectly honest, I think the AI did it like that because there's no punctuation whatsoever. Now that that's out of the way, I have spent hours upon hours looking into the Sider case. And I just want to thank the people that were in my comment section still being kind to me. Loyalty over everything. If you're willing to drop me that fast because of one simple mistake, those are not the kind of viewers I want anyways. And honestly, now I kind of understand why people do upload false information. This post and the other one I put in the group has gotten over 500 comments. Unfortunately, I have a little thing called integrity, which is why I'm addressing it now. As I was looking through the comment section, I was seeing a lot of misinformation. The thing that was really setting people off is where I said that for anyone that's saying that Gary Siders Jr. was abusing Elizabeth and forcing her to have babies, I would like to point out that two witnesses have said they really did love each other. That's a fact. That is true, and I'm going to show you now.
In all reality, this was the first red flag. I should have questioned it. The way he would walk around the store with her, he would hold her by her elbow and just guide her around the store. And it was, like I said, I didn't know if, she needed help or not, but it was just weird, if that makes sense.
When you interacted with them, did you feel fear from them? Did you feel sadness from them?
Not fear. I didn't feel like she was in fear. You could tell that they both really loved each other. I mean, you could see that, but it wasn't like fear. You could tell that they both really loved each other.
Okay, so there is the first example. And if you really paid attention to the entire 20-minute video, you would observe her contradicting herself a lot in this interview. Let's go to example number 2. This was uploaded by Gary Siders Jr.'s sister, and it says, I'm tired of all the lies being spread about my family's case. If you have a question and I can answer it, I will be happy to answer. First, Elizabeth and my brother were both kids starting out. No, she was not groomed. They truly love each other. If you are constantly looking under the lens for victimhood, that's exactly what you're going to find. Elizabeth and Gary are the parents. They were tasked with caring for their children that they made. They are both equally as responsible. In my personal opinion, outside of those 16 children, the only other individuals that should be receiving sympathy or possibly victims is the grandparents. Everything went downhill after Elizabeth and Gary Siders Jr. moved in with his mom and dad. A pastor that interacted with Christina Siders frequently said she came here every week for 2 years and she took as much food as I allowed her to take. Produce, vegetables, fruits, breads, pastas, 6 pounds of meat. This pastor chose to remain unidentified, and who could blame them? He said when she first came, she told us she had 16 kids and we were giving her extra food. Then we got to thinking, come on, no one can have that many kids in that house. Describing the grandmother as cordial and sweet, particularly with the kids, the pastor said it was difficult to learn what was happening behind closed doors. He added, it was very difficult for me to understand when you have people coming to you like Mrs. Siders, and she was getting so much food as she could get to take to her family. That makes you think that she cared. Then when you see the other side of this, you shake your head and go, how? Why? I was oblivious to what was going on in the house. And when I found out, I was astounded. Though other people who interacted with the family recalled a foul stench, the pastor said she always smelled okay, which goes right back to what I said in that post. The Dollar General employee said the same thing about Christina and Gary Siders Sr. He then added, the girls were quiet, very shy, extremely shamefaced. They never really communicated with me, but they would whisper to her. But they never showed any signs of abuse. They never showed any signs of being hungry. There was no stench or smell from them when they came. Then the article talks about the gag order that was put in place, stating the legal process must continue unhindered and without bias, meaning that shouldn't be bias in either direction. When you sit and assume that the mother of those 16 children is also a victim, you're being biased. What do you think about what the pastor said? Or the fact that people are saying they really look like they were in love? I know that doesn't mean a lot to some of you, but it does to me.